Well, Grayson, you are this week's Uno's Pizza Lexington Girls Player of the Week, and congratulations on another state championship for the Wildcats. And you've been playing now for 5 years on the varsity, and you won a state championship 4 out of the 5. So that's pretty good stuff, pretty good track record. I know this year you finished second overall in the state after leading at the end of the first round, and I know most people would give anything to finish second overall in the state, but you're telling me you're a little disappointed in that.
Yeah, it was well, I was kind of disappointed after the second day because I actually hit the ball pretty well again. My ball striking was good this whole season, and then my putting just kind of let me down the second day. They made the greens really, really fast, and then the slopes on the greens were pretty ridiculous. So, like, if you were above the pin, which I was way too many times, it just slipped away from you the first putt. So I ended up having a lot of putts, which caused me to shoot the score I did. So I just felt like I could have won, but it's okay. I mean,
Yeah, a learning experience, and you've won the last two lower states, right?
yes, sir.
And then, I mean, the list of honors is amazing. Second-ranked junior golfer in South Carolina at the moment. And I know you go back and forth between first and second, like all the time. Tell me a little bit about this team because it is so young, not a single senior on it. Yet you guys won by the third biggest margin ever for a 4 or 5A school. How good can this team be next year?
Yeah, so our team, I feel like with the juniors that we have coming back, we're with me number one, and then we have Hannah and Abby. I feel like we're really good team leaders. So, and then just having all of our middle schoolers coming back, it's kind of crazy. Isabella and Carly and Molly and Kennedy, they all work their butts off, and it's so cool for me. Like, I used to be one of the only ones to be out there every day pushing, and then when I go out there and I see them every day out there pushing just like me, it just gives me such a good feeling because I know that those girls want it as bad as I do, and I feel like that's one of the first teams we've had to where our young girls are actually the ones that are wanting to like push themselves. So that just makes me feel like next year we're going to be way better than we were this year.
Which is like going to be something to see.
Yeah,
Because
so
I mean, in theory, your team next year has the potential, I think, to be maybe the best high school girls golf team in the state's history.
yeah, I do too.
Just based on the margin of victory this year, then everybody coming back. I mean, that's a really amazing thing. Now, you just mentioned about playing golf, yeah, about working hard and playing a lot. You are going to be playing in a tournament, what, every weekend, but maybe one till the end of school. Is that right?
Yes, so for the end of this year, I have a tournament every weekend except for one, and then right up until the end of school next year, I'm gonna have it. Maybe if I have 1 week off, 1 weekend off a month, but other than that, I'll play a lot.
Obviously, to do that and be committed to it like that, you have to love the game. So tell me literally about your affection for this game.
Um, it just consumes me. Like, it's crazy. I think you can really tell when you love a sport when you're sitting in class and you're wishing that you were outside in 100-degree weather or 30-degree weather playing golf, like freezing or sweating, and that's what you're thinking about. I love it. I mean, and I'm just really excited for next season and college after that. I'm just glad that I get to pursue what I love for the next 5 years.
That is a beautiful thing, and it'll all pick back up, of course, on the high school level next year when again you guys have a chance to kind of be a historically good team. What are parts of your game, as good as you are? What are the parts of your game that you want to improve upon over the next year or so?
Yeah, so I think the second day really kind of put it in perspective for me. I think I let pressure maybe get to me a little bit, so I really want to work on like handling pressure situations better. And then I felt like my mental game was a little lower than where I wanted it to be. I felt like I got upset with myself a little too easily. So I'd like to see both of those improve. And then physically with my game, putting is like the number one thing in a golf game. And so I just feel like that's something I always need to keep working on and grinding on part of that in my game.
Now, you're not a big, tall, girl like Michelle Wee or someone like that, but you can really hit it a mile. So I guess you're kind of proof that you don't have to be a huge person to have a lot of power. Where does the power come from?
So, like, for golf, I've been really working with Brandy Jackson and my swing coach, and he really gets me going. Like he described to me, like the main power source for a golf swing is your hips and your
Mm-hmm.
legs more than your arms, which a lot of people don't understand
Mm-hmm.
because they think the harder they swing with their arms, the further the ball is going to go. Which actually you generate power from the ground with your golf swing. So the
Mm-hmm.
more you activate your hips in your swing, is the more power you're going to get. So we've been really working on like getting my hips into my swing, and I've just seen like the distance grow. So it's been cool.
Well, man, congratulations again on an amazing year and another state championship.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to seeing how you progress, not just during the off season, but obviously next year as well. So, congrats on being the Uno's Pizza Lexington Girls Player of the Week again. Your second honor here in the
Thank
fall, and I know there'll be many more to come. Keep up the good work, girl.
Thank you.